The issue of witnesses who have appeared before this committee and after their appearance, statements are made against the submissions that they have made, which might make their statements which they made before this committee to be a lie or to be untrue, and that would legally mean that they have lied under oath. Practically, the issue of Peggy for instance, the committee would remember that when he came to the committee, he made some averments which were denied, and some were opposed by the by Mr. Matlala in Khosumampuru. So how do we deal with such matters which trigger a response? Because if what was said by Mr. Mantlala is anything to go by, then that means to a certain extent, Mr. Cele lied before this committee. But it would be incomplete to make that determination, having not given him an opportunity to reply to what has been raised or to what was raised by Mr. Matlala against him. So are we not supposed maybe to call Peggy either for him to make a written submission, which were made against him by Mr. Matlala, because it's going to be compulsory, or it's going to be necessary in future for us to make a determination um, uh, relying on the submission on the submissions respectively that have been made by the two individuals that I'm speaking about. So I think, Chair, our view as the MK party is that we can't leave it hanging like that. Maybe we'll have to request for a written submission from Mr. Cele to reply to all the allegations that were made by Mr. Matlala against him. Or maybe we invite him to come back to the committee and reply. I'm raising this because Mr. Cele is not part of the list that has been presented before this committee by the legal team. Then the second one, Chair, is that I think last year in one of our meetings, we agreed as the committee that we will have to call General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi to come back, maybe at the tail end of our interviews, to afford him an opportunity, because uh, 80%, if not 90%, and if not all witnesses have replied to allegations he made. Some have denied, some have rubbished all the allegations. So it will be procedurally fair for the committee to allow or to afford him an opportunity to come back. We even said when we made that submission that in a normal application proceeding, you allow an applicant to file an affidavit, you allow the respondent to reply, and you allow the applicant to come back. We said, even though we are of an understanding that this is not a litigation process, but it will be procedurally fair from an objective point of view to allow him to come back to reply to all the replies that have been made to his allegations. So I'm raising that, Chair, because is also not part of the list, or of the names rather, that have been presented. We understand that there's limitation of time, Chair, but that must not compromise the quality of our inquiry or investigation, because this a report.
Thank you, new chair. Chair, I think when I'm covered kulama inputs akhona, but kuyobe kuyiphutha elikhulu kakhulu futhi chair uma sengake senze lento efunwayo lo baba bathi uPaul O'Sullivan. Ngeke ngasho before sivala ngathi ithatheni ipassport yalo muntu ngoba uzobaleka. And indeed now we are told ukuthi useLondon. It's a pity that chair now we need to submit certain affidavits in order to call certain people. But I agree with the Honorable Kusala ukuthi lona ubaba uPaul Sullivan kumele abizwe and aze physically. But in pertaining to ama-judges and the prosecutors and the rest of laba amagama esifuna ukuwabiza, I feel ukuthi some of them don't even need an affidavit to be called in. For example, the judge elinikeze ubaba uPaul Sullivan incwadi yokuthi we can't arrest him unless you inform him 48 hours before. That judge needs to see us. Kunenkulumo emele asixoxele yona. Number two, the same matter yaka Paul Sullivan is struck out of the roll, the document that you got last night. Those allegations against him were struck off the roll. Mawifunda leyanto, it's so suspicious kakhulu. Naloyo judge loyo naloyo prosecutor they need to see us bazosixoxela ukuthi yini lento labayenza. Ayifune affidavit ke le chair, if I may say. So I think I would propose to chair and the committee that I know that we are pressed for time and we are supposed to finish in due time in February. However, we won't be doing justice to the South Africans. South Africans wants people to be arrested. And I would suggest ukuthi we arrest the few that we have done. We are done with esibona banenkinga sibafake nje ejele sibatholile indawo zokulala babe right. But we can't miss a space where we further probe these things esesizitholile masifika la phakathi. There is more that came when we were already in session where we ad hoc. There was less that we understood before we went in, but now more has come. And if you check lesikhathi esisibekile, some people might find indlela yokusibalekela. There's a lot that we need to probe. We've discovered ukuthi this ad hoc committee is a necessity. And fortunate for it, I found nale enye commission. It doesn't waste money. It doesn't require too much money to ukuthi isebenze. However, it's a huge benefit to South Africans. We've uncovered a lot of things thanks to General Mkhwanazi. We've uncovered izinto ezidinga ukuthi siziphi isikhathi siyihlasele. So I propose ukuthi let's either again ask for more time, but while sicala ngalaba sibabophe sibacede laba so that we show ukuthi sizimisela ukusebenza. And we are not just the other administration, not saying bebangasebenzi, maybe bebasebenza, but we want to deliver results with my South Africans. So I propose that one, let's further look at this into yesikhathi. And two, I agree with ukuthi akuqale uGeneral Phahlane personally. Why? Because ama-allegations waka Paul Sullivan and the likes are coming from General Phahlane. The fact that uzenze ilokhu nje member ye-IPID comes from uGeneral Phahlane. So it's indeed uGeneral Phahlane should be the person to start. I'm not sure whether I agree with ukuthi makanikezwe isikhathi esincane for one day. What if there is more that needs him to give us into eziqinile about these issues of ubaba lo phethe country yethu Paul Sullivan, because seems like Paul Sullivan is the president of this country, goes and does whatever. Uyafana no president wenye country does whatever they want to do a country yabantu. So I propose that we also sell more of his card to probe certain matters. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Shongwe. The Democratic Alliance.